Hi, everyone. Before we get to this episode, I just wanted to say that I know this is the first episode I've released since Gord Downey passed away last week. And as some of you know, I was a huge fan of Gord Downey's. I think his music is... I figured this out. I got out the calculator, and his music has been with me since I was like 11 years old. And hugely influential person on me. And... as an artist, as someone who stands for things, as a member of this artistic community in Canada, as someone I've admired from afar and spoken to and embraced on occasions. And I didn't know him very well, but when we connected, it was always a magical thing for me. And I just want to... I don't know how I'm going to properly honor him or if I can on this show, but I just want to... say that I'm still reeling from this. There really wasn't anyone like him that I've encountered. Again, both from afar and in person. He made me feel like I mattered, and he changed music. I really, honestly, am grappling with the loss of this guy, this man, but I think also just his contribution to music and culture. And I've been saying this a little bit to people that I'm having trouble imagining rock and roll music being as interesting to me without Gord Downey making it, and so it's tough. And I just wanted to say that I like I say, I don't have an episode ready yet, and I don't know if there'll ever be a suitable time to figure that out or what that might consist of. I think there's been lots of testimonials about Gord and artists speaking out. And, you know, I talk to people all the time on the show. And if I can figure something out that feels right, then I'll do it. But this is just my way of saying what I should have said to Gord the last time I saw him in person, which was the day I interviewed Nick Cave and Warren Ellis. I was going to that show at Massey Hall, and Gord was there, and all I could think of, I said hello to him, and I looked him in the eye, and I said, "How are you?" And he said, "I'm okay," you know, and I could tell he wasn't. And I don't know, I was so emotional that I babbled on about my interview with Nick and Warren, and I showed him photos on my phone of our encounter, and he said, "Wow, that's a real feather in your cap." And then by that point, other people were milling about, because people were always very excited to see Gord out and about. And what I should have said is "I love you" and "I thank you," and I didn't. So I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now in some ways on this show. So anyway, Gord Downey, I love you. Thank you. I miss you. Are you hungry but don't know what to cook? HelloFresh Canada is here to help. Have a whole delicious meal's worth of wholesome ingredients, plus a simple-to-follow recipe, all delivered right to your Canadian home. There are vegetarian options and plans for single people and families too. I've tried this. It was great. Visit HelloFresh.ca for more information and menu options, and use the promo code CREATIVE50, that's creative with a K, 50, for 50% off your first order. Creative Control is brought to you by FreshBooks, a ridiculously easy-to-use cloud accounting software for small business owners that saves you time and gets you paid faster. FreshBooks is now used by over 10 million people worldwide, and I want you to try it too. For your free 30-day trial, go to freshbooks.com/creative control and enter Creative Control. That's creative with a K, control with a K. In their How Did You Hear About Us section, stay organized and get paid faster with FreshBooks. Jay Arner is a talented musician, songwriter, and singer currently based in Vancouver, British Columbia. At one point in our recent past, Jay and his band were touring across Canada and stopped by Guelph with their tour mates, Tough Age, for a live radio session with me at CFRU 93.3 FM. The Tough Age session which is recorded separately, is coming soon, so look out for that on the next episode. As for Jay and his band, they played some songs live in CFRU's vinyl library. We had some chats in between those songs. CFRU's operations coordinator, Brian Webb, made all of this go out onto the radio and sound good, and so that's what this episode is all about. Sponsored by FreshBooks, Hello Fresh Canada, Pizza Trocadero, The Bookshelf, Planet Bean Coffee, and Granddad's Donuts, this is Jay Arner live on CFRU on the 359th episode of Creative Control with your host, me, Vish Khanna. Jay Arner and the Jay Arner Band, are you there?
We're still here.
Hey, how's it going?
We were loving that jazz and the backing track of the ad thing. We were loving it.
Yeah, that's true. The jazz at the back of that ad thing is good. That's true. I agree.
Smooth. It's the Democracy Now! Theme song.
The Democracy Now! Theme song is great. It is truly, truly great. We are so excited to have you here. You're going to play some songs. We're going to have a chat for the next hour or so, and I believe we should begin now with you performing some kind of song. Jay, what song are you guys going to play?
I agree. We're going to play the song Personal Line first from J2.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm at the club, life is so strange. The nuclear meltdown. When you come around, I don't wanna go, you know I probably should go. Who am I to break the spell? TTYL 778-240-4529. My personal line 778-240-4529. My personal line 778-240-4529. 778-240-4529. Get out of my dreams so I can get some sleep. Sorry, I'm so mean. Who am I to break the spell? TTYL 778-240-4529. My personal line 778-240-4529. My personal line 778-240-4529. My personal line. My personal line. My personal line.
Best band, best song. That was Jay Arner with the Personal Line from the latest record J2 live at the CFRU studio. Jay, band, how was that?
That was fun.
That was okay.
Well, see ya.
Oh, that's it?
Just
You're
kid-
leaving? Don't leave. We just set everything up. That would be a shame.
Got to go back to Peterborough now.
There was some serious laser sound action going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Was that you, Jess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my singing.
That's you're like the Michael Winslow of...
Yeah, I swallowed a tiny computer. Beautiful.
Well, that was lovely. Jay, can you do me the honor and introduce the listeners to everyone in that room with you there?
On the synthesizer is Jessica.
Hi.
Hi.
On the bass guitar is Adrian.
Hi.
Our drums player is named Kate.
Hi.
I'm sorry, did you just say you're drums player?
Yeah.
You've made the...
That's a legal term.
I think it can be shorter. You can actually just say drummer.
Drums performer.
Drums performer is even longer than drums
Yeah,
player.
so we've already shortened it to drums player.
We call her DP for short.
DP, right. Now, where you guys were in, I believe you were in Peterborough last night.
That's right.
But where are you ultimately coming from? Where do you live?
Vancouver.
And Victoria.
Vancouver.
We're
and
from BC.
You're from BC.
You could say we're BC buds. Sorry, I'm extremely sleep deprived right now.
You just said sleep deprived.
He's
By
a
the
bit
way.
deprived.
Precisely.
So how's your travel across Canada been?
Superb.
Fabulous.
Has it really? I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
No, for real.
Sincerely.
It's a lot of fun. It's the most I've ever laughed on a tour, that's for sure.
Yeah, this lineup of the band is my favorite so far. No offense to all our other drummers we've ever had, but
Yeah, Kate, is it Kate? Kate's doing well.
Kate's knocking it out of the park.
I think so. I thought so on that one. You know, as you were playing that song, Personal Line, I couldn't help but, because we all get down. Certainly when you're traveling on the road, some days you get down. As you were playing that song, I couldn't help but think how happy I am to be alive.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. You and I are in separate rooms. We're at a radio station. Our friend Brian set everything up.
Thanks, Brian.
Through the magic of technology. I can't see you, but I can hear you. Everyone can hear you. And we're having a lovely afternoon of you waking up early, paying too much for a hotel room,
Oh, yeah.
and then just setting up and playing songs. Like, what could be better than what we're doing right now?
Also, Tough Age is watching us.
Oh, yes, Tough Age. Tough Age, who I'm hoping to speak with after you. Yes, that's right. Isn't this great?
It's pretty great.
Yeah, I think so, too. I know it's lunchtime. Is anyone hungry?
I'm a bit hungry.
I don't think most of us have had breakfast.
Oh,
We
no.
haven't had anything to eat today.
I had a tube.
Are you allowed to swear on this station?
No.
Okay.
No. Please, I
Okay,
should have
we
mentioned
won't.
that. Do not curse or cuss in
Okay.
any way. Why?
Oh, are you allowed to go on a rant against a business on this radio station?
No,
Okay,
you're
never
absolutely
mind.
not. We would get in trouble for that as well. These are all things I should have cleared for you, but there was a lot of hubbub.
Is
Well,
this station anti-Trump? Is that safe?
I don't know if I can say that. No,
Wow.
we can't say that. No.
Wow.
We
Okay,
can't
yeah.
actually say that.
We're
No.
so PC.
No, yeah, we are. I don't even think we're allowed to say that.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, it's
Well, there's a PC in the room. There's a Dell right here.
there is a PC in
Dude.
the room. It's
Yeah,
true.
that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I think this seems like a nice time to have you all stop talking.
Sorry.
And no, it's fine. I'm just trying to stay out of trouble myself. Why don't we go to another song since you're all set up and here to play some songs? And actually, I've gotten ahead of myself. I wanted to talk about all of the songs. And Personal Line, I know, has an interesting backstory because Jay and then eventually Jess, you were both on my podcast before.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I enjoyed that very much. And we talked about how this song, Personal Line, contains Jay's actual phone number. Is this still your phone number?
Still my phone number.
He switched providers.
Do you want to share that information as well?
I'm on TELUS now.
Oh, same here. We can't do that. No, we can't talk about, we can't give them a plug.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
meant Bellus.
Yes,
Skrillex.
that's right. That's
Skrillex.
savvy. You're on Skrillex.
Yeah, his
How's-
personal network.
Is it glitchy? Is the connection glitchy and sort of...
It drops
It
out
drops
a lot.
out.
drops
yeah.
out, yeah. And then it
That's-
comes back up really big?
Yeah.
That's the joke that you make, I guess. when-
Yeah, when you're improvising, yes, it's true. Now, the last time I expressed a mild outrage that you would include your own phone number in a song so that the general public around the world, anyone accessing your record, could just call you. Have you received more calls since we last spoke about this?
Yeah. A lot of texts, mostly texts. I think people are picking up that I'm more of a texter. That's my vibe.
Mm-hmm. And do you respond to the text?
Yeah, for sure. I'll send them a personalized emoticon. Or
a personalized
just chat.
emoticon?
Yeah, a
How do you-
personalized emoticon.
He's a bit of an emoticon artist. Pioneer, really.
Oh, an emoticon pioneer. That's I heard that was a tough life. The emoticon pioneers. Yeah. And what's the most interesting text exchange you've had in recent days, hours?
Guy in Calgary.
Oh yeah, that guy was really nice.
Yeah.
He said, well, he came to the show eventually that night on this tour, and then he texted me the next day saying that he had to take the day off work because he was very hungover.
Yeah.
He was a really nice guy, though. He bought us a lot of shots, so I guess he bought more shots for himself. I
see. Okay, so you are meeting your fans and your public by...
Absolutely.
Would you encourage other artists to just willy-nilly hand out their phone number to other people?
Why not?
No, that's Jay's thing.
That's it. Did you actually not? Did you catch that news report? And his name is escaping me, of the basketball player that gave out his cell phone number at a press conference recently?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was just like, I know people are talking crap about me, so if you want to talk to me directly, here's my cell phone number at a press conference.
That
like
rules.
An NBA player. Yeah.
I respect that.
It does rule, but I kind of couldn't help but think he was ripping you off.
Total Jay Arner move.
I think so. Yeah.
I got beef with him.
Well, it's a great song, and I'm glad you played it. What are we going to hear next?
What do we want to play? Should we play Street Freaks?
Sure.
So Street Freaks. Key of A. Ready? Okay.
Kept going, feeling conflicting emotions. I kept going. Later going home felt like someone else's joke. Oh no. Out on the street tonight. You don't know me. I'm trying to get on your good side. It's so boring. At the skate park, watching Park at the Grove. Summer is gonna be over again, and everybody's gonna need a new place to go.
Oh, that song has everything. It has skateboards. It has dogs, bros. Love that song.
What more do you need?
What more could you need? It's that was Street Freaks. That is also from the record J2, which is one of my favorite records of the year, whichever year it came out. What year was it? 2016. 2016.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Loved the record. Hey, you know what I just noticed, by the way, Jay, is that they announced the Polaris Music Prize longer list. Did you know about this?
Yeah.
So basically,
longer list.
there's a long list that comes out of 40.
It's really long, right?
Well, it's longer. The 40 is the long list, and then that is curbed down to 10. And then you your record, J2, was among the 213 records representing the longer list.
Wow.
Can you imagine being not on the longer list? Like, how crushing
I can
must that
imagine
be?
it.
That
I'm
must
sure
be.
there are a lot of great records that aren't on the longer list.
Yeah, that seems like you'd be like, well, at least I made it on the long list. And then they're like,
Adrian put out a record last year.
It was not on the longer
oh,
list.
no.
It's better than J2.
I
Much
was
better.
heartbroken.
What was the record, Adrian?
Supermoon Playland.
And what is it? What name is that under?
Superman.
Supermoon.
Oh, sorry, that's what it's called. Oh, I'm sorry.
Playland's the name of the record.
Playland. Oh, okay. And I've just been handed a bulletin that it's actually a better record than J2
We got beef with Polaris.
because of the longer
Beef
list.
with everyone.
No Supermoon.
We're on the
That's
longest
a
list.
glaring.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay.
the list of
The
releases
list
in
of every
2016.
single release ever.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't mean
It's okay.
to further incriminate myself, but I will say, and I'm not. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but at one point, J2 was the number one record on my Polaris Music Prize ballot because I get to vote for that thing. It was the number one record.
And then we
Which point
got
was?
knocked down.
Yeah.
by-
Well, when you weren't on the other list, I had to not vote for you anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
but
thank
I
you.
just
Thank you,
I just
thank
want to
you.
point out that I adore that album.
Thank you.
I think people should dig into this record.
Me too.
You're very kind.
Well, I try to be. It has a lot to do with the shadow jury member that I hang out with, my son. My son is 6 and he loves music and he fell in love with your album. I don't exactly know what had happened. I mean, I know it's great, but like some things are great and he's like, "No, next." But this one he was just like, "Yeah, he just found it." You know this. I've talked to you about this
Yeah.
before. Totally captivated by J2. What do you want to say about Street Freaks? I talked about some of the elements that make up the song, but what inspired that one?
I guess it's about the absurdity of being depressed in the summer.
Yes, that's right, because it's kind of calls back to what I was saying earlier about feeling happy to be alive while you were just playing a song. You have to look on the brighter side of things sometimes.
Yeah, this is like the opposite of that.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
I thought you just said, oh, I thought you were making fun of the...
No, it's about depression.
Oh, it is about depression.
Dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I'm feeling like I missed the point there. So you're saying even though you're in this beautiful scene...
Vancouver, BC.
Yeah, beautiful Vancouver,
Most
BC.
livable city, 2012. I don't know.
Greenest city 2020.
Greenest. I
Yeah.
don't believe it's livable, is it? You
Uh,
can't actually live there.
The water's
Yeah.
poisoned.
No, don't say that. The water's not poison. I was more referring to the housing situation.
Yes.
It's very hard to find a place to live,
Yeah.
isn't it?
yeah.
We sleep in
I
a
was
closet.
that time I was being sarcastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Sorry.
being sarcastic.
It's hard to tell when you're in a different room.
Yeah.
Yeah, sarcasm doesn't translate well between rooms.
Yeah.
I've heard that, actually.
But it's really clear on the radio, so it's okay.
Yeah.
No, that's another great song. So you, I don't know where you're. I know you're heading to. Where are you heading next?
We're playing in Guelph tonight, actually, on the Golden Bus.
Oh, that's right. You're playing on a bus.
Check us out.
Now, those are probably, that's a kind of a cramped condition situation on some level. Describe the room you're in right now.
Cramped.
Yes, it is a little cramped. What do you see around you? Anyone can pipe in here.
A Neumann U87.
Oh,
Jarrett.
a microphone? Yeah, you're seeing a microphone. Anything else?
A university.
You see a university.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
A PC.
You can't say that. No,
Sick
you.
record collection.
Yes, you are in the vinyl music library at CFRU on the second floor of the University Center, where we are encouraging more people to come up here and check us out. Would you recommend that people come hang out with you in the vinyl library right now?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, cram in here.
Cram in there, yeah.
Jarrett's here.
Yeah. Hi, Jared.
Oh, Jared from Tough Age is in there?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
standing in the corner. It's
What?
been fun.
He's rolling his eyes at everything we say.
Has it gotten incrementally warmer since Jared
I mean,
entered the room?
Personally, yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. I just wonder. It is pretty. I applaud you for being in there. Have you played in a smaller space than
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Our practice space used to be 72 square feet,
Oh my goodness.
so it was about a third of this size.
Well, so you're kind of used to this.
This is huge.
This is roomy.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And plus, you've been in a van for how many weeks?
One.
Oh, and how many more weeks will you be in that van?
3.
3. Okay. And are you going anywhere else? Like beyond Canada?
No.
We're just going all the way to PEI and back.
Oh, sweet. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I love it there.
This is actually a nice time of year to travel across Canada.
Yeah.
The
The trees are beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. All right, well, why don't we go to yet another song from you guys? What do you want to play next?
We're going to play a new song
Oh, this is
called
exciting.
It's Cold. It's technically an Energy Slime song, which is our other band with the same people.
Right, of course. Maybe we'll get into that after. Okay, so this is It's Cold. Is this a radio premiere?
This is an exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I can't wait to hear it.
Put like air horn sounds over top and be like, exclusive.
No, I can't do yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Like creative control. Yeah, just something like weird. Yeah. Anyway, have fun playing your song.
Thanks.
It's cold. The universe dances another chance for real. It's a deal. It feels so sure. Tell me how does it feel? Feel so so
Jay Arner with It's Cold on Creative Control, broadcasting live from the CFRU studios in Guelph on level 2 of the University Center at the University of Guelph. That was a new song, It's Cold, that I believe is sort of a cover of a song by the band Energy Slime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's going on what is Energy Slime again?
It's our other band with the same people.
And why would you do that to yourselves?
Because it takes the pressure off trying to write a Jay Arner song.
Oh.
There's a lot of pressure, man.
Is there really
The
a lot
Polaris.
of... Oh, right, the longer list.
I put a lot of pressure on myself. That's just the type of person I am.
Yeah.
So
right.
this is like a kind of a mental shortcut.
What would you say are, beyond the nominal distinctions, is there any real difference between Jay Arner and Energy Slime?
Yes.
Sometimes I am drunk when I write Energy Slime songs. Not that one.
The songs are
They're
usually
like-
much shorter.
Yeah, I write them at night. They're night songs.
Oh.
Music of the night.
When the night orb is present.
You're kind of freaking me out here. Why are you
The
talking like
moon.
that?
Because Energy Slime is weird.
Yeah, even the name Energy Slime.
It started as a joke. It would just be when we were in our practice space, that 72 square foot practice space, when we'd just start goofing off and making bad sounding things, we'd be like, we're called Energy Slime. And then the joke just became real.
There's something inherently depressing about the statement, it started as a joke.
Now the joke is my life and it consumes me.
Now it's not funny anymore.
We stopped laughing long ago.
Who's laughing now?
So you say It's Cold is a new song.
Yeah.
What inspired It's Cold?
Mint Records asked me to write a song, so I did.
What do you mean? Like for what?
They're putting out a maybe I don't want to spoil anything, but
Yeah.
they've got a release.
How could you spoil anything?
It's
coming.
a surprise coming out.
Okay.
in
How could I spoil
November.
anything? Have you tried my cooking? Anyway.
No, I haven't. I can answer that question, and the answer is no. You can come over. You know, my son, I mentioned earlier, he loves you. You got to come. You guys have to come to my house.
Really?
I think
What
so.
are you doing
gotta-
after this?
Well, I'm going to talk to Tough Age.
Okay, we'll go
We've
hang
got-
out with your kid.
You need to get some food. No, don't do that. That's weird. He's at school, but
We'll go
maybe
pick him up.
we should figure this out. I think it would be fun if we were all at his bus stop. He'd be really weirded out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That would be so cute.
We don't have anything to do today.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Let's go to an elementary school.
Was that a way of saying yes, you have time, or no?
I think we have time.
I
Let's
just
talk
gave
about
you
it
something to
off
do.
air.
The second
yeah,
someone gives
yeah.
you something to do, you shouldn't say, well, we have nothing to do.
I mean, that's my way of saying yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll work this out
It's
later.
a West Coast thing.
We'll work this
Yeah.
out later. Sorry, did we get to the bottom of It's Cold? Oh, it was inspired by Mint asking you to write a song.
Yeah.
What is It's Cold about, per se?
I guess I sort of made most of it when we were on tour in Japan.
It was
And-
not cold there.
No, but that is neither here nor there.
How many times have you been to Japan?
Once.
How was it?
Great.
What would you say to someone if they were to ask you, say on a radio show, what were some highlights of your trip to Japan? What were some things about it that surprised you, maybe?
Oh, gosh.
The cleanliness,
I've heard that it's clean.
The shows were really good.
the professionalism of the venues. The sound technicians are very respectful and listen to you and don't belittle you like a lot of the ones in North America
Oh.
tend to do.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And my understanding from people who have played there is that, yes, the reaction from the crowd is unusually exuberant.
Yeah, people brought their Energy Slime 7 inches to our shows that they had previously bought for us to sign.
Right.
And I had to say, you know, this band is a joke, right?
We should stop saying that.
No,
yeah,
it's-
probably should stop saying that to people who are like, oh, did they break the record in front of you then? Like,
No,
if that's
Yeah.
the case.
I just want
rescind
them to be
this.
in on the joke,
Right.
is all.
What do you mean it's a joke? It's a real thing. You just said it's just...
I mean, have you listened to our lyrics?
Here's the end of us saying Energy Slime is a joke.
Yeah.
This is
okay.
it.
When you
It's
say,
over.
have you listened to the lyrics, what are you referring to?
They're
What-
just very weird.
Sure, but have you heard a Jay Arner record?
Never.
Who's that?
I've never actually listened to it.
Oh, what lyrics aren't weird? All lyrics are kind of weird when you
It's
think about
true.
it. It's people saying sentences to the tune of music. It's
I
very
know.
odd.
Music is pretty
You're freaking me out now.
Yeah, see? It's odd. It's all strange. I don't think what you're doing is any more strange.
All we're
than
doing
anything
is
else.
making sounds
I'm
right
trying
now.
to freak everyone out.
Yeah, we
Just
are.
make sounds.
We are. So It's Cold will be out in some capacity on some kind of, it sounds like a compilation, maybe?
No, it's going to be a standalone on an unusual format.
Okay, so that's coming soon from
Wave
Mint.
file.
Mintrex.com is where
Yeah.
people can learn more information about this Mint Records secret project that you basically told everyone about already. We are going to go maybe to another song.
Oh, okay.
What do you
we
think?
could
Do you want to play another song? What do you want to do?
We
I
could
shouldn't.
play Earth to J. How many songs do you want us to play? Like, how are we for...
We're fine. I think we
12:30.
we have lots of time. We have
Okay.
a good time. Are you having a good time in there?
Yeah. I like talking on the radio. I like talking to you. And I like hanging out with my friends in
Yeah.
this tiny room.
This feels fine to me. So I mean, we can keep going for as long as you like, except about 20 more minutes.
Whoa.
Oh,
Jesse
25.
Locke has coffee.
Jesse's flaunting coffee
Jesse,
in front of
yeah.
us that we can't drink.
That's just
Oh.
mean spirited. I meant to. We got to put some curtains up in these windows so our artists can stop being taunted by their
Oh,
friends.
Penny's got coffee too.
You big coffee people? You like coffee?
No.
Three
Of us
four of us.
drink coffee.
I only started drinking coffee in the last few years.
Oh,
I'm
really?
very fond of saying that for some reason. I like saying it out loud to people.
What? Why did you start drinking coffee?
Children? I had children.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And how are you liking it?
Your children.
They seem good. Yeah, the children seem good.
Do they like coffee?
They give me lots of energy. Do they like caffeine?
Yeah. Do you
Uh,
all share coffee together?
No. My wife will give them booze sometimes,
Oh, good.
Nice.
which I find unusual. But
That
that-
rocks.
they like pretending to drink coffee.
Guys rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretending to drink coffee right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
me
you-
too.
Okay, let's go to another song.
Okay.
Well,
What should we play?
What do you
Earth to
wanna
J? What are we feeling?
Yeah, we could do
Okay.
it today.
Ready.
Okay, have fun.
So it's out there with pursuing. My inner voice says don't change at all. So don't ask me what I'm doing on a plane to a dumb festival. I'm not different, but I'm not the same. Youth is a young man's game. Today you're not the first one to get your ego hurt. It's something else every day. Welcome to outer space, outer space.
Earth the J from the album J2 that was performed live in the CFRU studio by Jay Arner and his band, who are here from Vancouver. They're on tour, and that was another stunning version of that song. Jay and bandmates. That's what we've been reduced to now. Can't remember everyone's. No, that's not true. We have Jessica in there. We have Adrian, and we have Kate. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
You know, I've long admired the kind of, forgive me if this is offensive in any way, but there's kind of like a krautrock thing that happens towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
That's intentional.
Yes, I've quite enjoyed that. But today, in this moment, I thought this is kind of like if Billie Jean was a krautrock song.
Oh.
Wow.
That's the first time that had ever occurred to me.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said.
You did a little guitar thing in there somehow, too, that reminded me of that, maybe.
I listened to that album for the first time on this tour.
Thriller?
Yeah.
You never heard it before?
I mean, I've heard the singles, I guess, but I've never
The
really
whole album
sat
is
down.
just singles, really.
We put it on in the van, and I was like, hey, this album's pretty good.
Yes, there's... it has been said that the album Thriller is pretty good. Yes.
Hot take.
Hot take on that. Yeah. What do you make of? Was there any reason? Like, obviously, Michael Jackson had a lot of baggage. Were you averse to listening to his music because of any particular reason?
I just never got around to it. You know, there's a lot of music out there.
Yes, sure, and I mean, it's hard to find time to listen to Michael Jackson. I mean, he's not as prominent as he once was.
We were just trying to check out some new stuff.
Yes, yeah, sure, yeah. You don't want to go back to 1983 to check out music. Why would you do that to yourself?
We started listening to 9 Inch Nails
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Oh, really? Which album?
Downward Spiral.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
that's-
Pretty Hate
Pretty Hate
Machine.
Machine.
Yeah.
You went first and then
Second, right?
third?
Oh, yeah, because there's the Broken EP.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And what did you make it? So did you listen to those back to back, Thriller and then
No.
Nine
We
Inch Nails?
had some Alanis in between.
Alanis.
Yeah.
Morissette.
We're revisiting many.
Wait, were you listening?
decades.
Just to clarify, were you listening to Alanis Morissette or Alanis?
Morissette.
Morissette.
Not her earliest
No.
records
No.
as Alanis.
Not
No.
yet.
Jagged Little Pill in its entirety.
Oh,
That's
So-
an album that is only singles.
yes. There were many singles on. Wait, there was Ironic. There was You Ought to Know. There was
Head Over Feet.
That's my favorite, I
It's
think.
a good one.
I counted 6.
6 singles. Wow,
Yeah.
they really. Yeah. Well, that was her moment. That
Yeah.
was a huge
All I
selling
really
record.
want. That's my jam.
That was a record that some would argue changed music for women around the world, and in particular in Canada. Particularly in Canada, that just brought women to the forefront. One of the records. So there was that period where like Sarah McLachlan and Celine. Do you guys know Andrea Warner, the
Yes.
writer from Vancouver?
Does she work at CBC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
her.
she wrote a book called We Ought to Know, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
And anyway, she talks about that period where these 3 women. Oh no, it was also Shania Twain. Don't you remember
yeah.
this?
We've been
We've been
listening to her.
listening to
on tour.
What doesn't she have a new record?
No, we've just been listening to Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Right, and how's that?
On a loop.
So you're like
Let's go, girl.
you're like 94 to 97 kind of, that's what's going on. Plus Thriller
Also
for some
70s
reason.
and 80s.
Right.
Heavily, lots of disco and funky stuff.
You know, often I hear from bands these days who are traveling that they rarely even listen to music anymore. They listen to podcasts or the radio.
What's that?
Well, a podcast is like
I'm
It-
just kidding.
What's the radio?
it's what you're on now. It's a terrestrial service that is accessible by almost anyone who has access to a radio.
Oh,
Yeah, you're on it. You're on it right now, actually, and it's
Very cool.
if you don't mind me saying, it's going well.
Oh,
Your appearance on this radio show is going well.
thank you.
Earth to J is a very self-aware song. It seems to
yeah.
be about a guy who knows that maybe he's out to lunch a lot of the time and should pay more attention to things. Am I warm here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're picking up the vibe.
You also have a song called Out to Lunch.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have
It's about lasagna.
It's about lasagna.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're a big Garfield
I'm
fan?
hungry. I'm hungry, and I'm a big Garfield fan.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I hate Mondays as well. Now, I feel that, Earth to J, you're talking about being a space cadet, and you've actually used outer space as a motif. Am I reading too much into this? By the way, I'm working on a thesis about J2 for a doctorate.
no, you're right.
Are you fascinated by outer space?
Yeah, I love it. I wouldn't want to live there, but the planet Jupiter, I would maybe consider living. No, wait.
So
I'm
just to
sorry,
clarify-
I'm so sleep deprived.
No,
He
no,
reads
that's
a
fine. I
lot
just-
of sci-fi
Yeah,
and just books about space that are non-fiction.
I find it very interesting.
Yeah, and I just to clarify, you don't want to live in the void of space.
I want to live on Earth
You want to live on a
Earth
planet.
is in
or the
space.
moon.
Right. Earth is on space. You just said I don't want to live in space, but I wouldn't mind living in Jupiter. I just want to. You need to be grounded on some level.
That was off the record.
Okay. I'm sorry. I
Ironically, there is no ground
there is where what
on Jupiter.
there isn't.
I don't know.
I think it has like
Are you
an
just
iron
making
core.
up fake science facts
it's
now?
mostly
No.
gas, isn't
It
it?
has an iron core. I think it might be molten, but it's a gas giant.
Is it?
Sure
a
is.
gas giant.
Yeah.
Jay
okay.
knows a lot about our solar system.
It feels like he's making it up as we speak.
Maybe.
It doesn't feel like legitimate facts.
He's managed to trick me for 5 years about knowing about space, so maybe I'm...
These are the ultimate tricks.
Yeah.
This is going to be a breakthrough moment for all of us. This whole radio appearance. Well, it's another great song. I've noticed that you've primarily been playing songs from your latest album, J2, except for that
Yep.
self-described weird Energy Slime song. It's
so
called.
weird.
J2 came out, as I mentioned, it was June of 2016, I believe.
Yeah.
Are you working on a new record?
No.
We're going to make a new Energy Slime album. We sort of alternate Jay Arner with Energy Slime albums to take the pressure off.
No, Energy Slime, you're saying it's all the same people. So is
Yeah.
Kate, Adrian, you're also in Energy Slime?
Well, unofficially, Kate is now being inducted into the band. Will you have us? Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, she
another
said, yeah.
another on-air
She said
proposal
yeah.
on my show. This happens all
Thank
the
you.
time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I've been in the band for a bit.
Yeah.
So, in terms of, I understand what you were saying earlier about Energy Slime taking the pressure off, making a Jay Arner record. But is there any distinction between the songwriting approaches to both things?
Yes.
It's sort of merging.
Energy Slime happens a lot quicker. Jay can take months to write a song, and Energy Slime the idea, the writing, and the recording of it can take place all in one evening.
Okay, there's an immediacy to it.
Yeah.
And less preciousness.
And sort of the lyrics are almost like free association sometimes.
Right.
They are merging though.
Yeah.
And is there, I don't know if, because it's, I know that Jay, you and Jessica collaborate quite a bit on the music you make together. Is there any workload difference between the two projects?
Jessica is more in Energy Slime.
Yes, is
She's
that
more
fair?
of
Yeah.
Is
Is
it's
that
more Jessica-y.
Yeah, he's not as protective.
Not such a freak.
right? You have more freedom,
Yeah.
which is freedom is good.
We
can all agree.
The new song that we just played, we had been listening to some Nine Inch Nails right before we wrote it.
You don't say.
So there's a reference to Trent Reznor in it.
Oh, the song It's Cold?
Yeah.
What was, I may have missed that. What was the reference?
It's the second verse. The lyric is "My friend in a hole."
Oh.
And I imagine that's Trent Reznor, is that friend.
Because of his song Head Like a Hole?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's still in that hole.
He's still...
Doesn't really make sense, but that's Energy Slime for you.
There was a time there where he was very pervasive, Trent Reznor. Everyone seemed to be ripping off Nine Inch Nails.
It's just noisy pop.
Yeah, it's funny going back and listening to it. And I remember at the time it was like, yeah, this is the most intense
He's so
stuff.
heavy.
Yeah, and now it just sounds like Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Right. Because things have gotten so extreme musically, or...
Just because of like the structure of the songs and like what they actually are. It's just like if you took a pop song but put
Distorted
static
vocals,
over
yeah.
it.
Right. Okay. Well, that's fair.
But then he'll say things like God is dead and no one cares, and so it's really edgy. That's the name of this tour, actually.
God is dead and no one cares?
Tour.
Sorry, I missed the last word.
The God is dead and no one cares tour.
Okay.
Canada 2017.
How's that going?
Great.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Feeling good about that one?
God is dead and apparently Jesus is ill.
What?
He's really sick.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about
I don't think we're
this.
allowed to talk about this. Yeah. No, I don't know where you're coming
We've been
from with
listening to
this
too much Nine Inch
one.
Nails.
It sounds like
sorry.
you've been listening to too much Shania Twain.
not possible.
Go, girl.
I
Not
don't even
possible.
know what that means. All right, why don't we go to another song by Jay Arner live at the CFRU studios here at the University of Guelph. Oh, wow. I think we're about to get a real treat.
Let's go, girls.
What should we play? We could play Black Horse. Would you want to do that? How about an old one?
Or we could do a cover.
No. No.
What is the deal with Black Horse?
This was on our first 7-inch.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh, I say a swear in this one.
Do not.
Okay. It's a hole.
Okay, so what can be a
butt?
substitute? Can we come up with a substitute together?
Apple.
Nice.
Yeah.
Horses love apples.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Wow,
Got it.
that
You
actually
figured it out.
deepens
What about
the.
somebody gave me an apple?
Somebody call me an apple is fine.
That's good. I like that. Thank you for doing that.
Wow, the meaning of the song has deepened.
Somebody get me a black horse, or would I look too pale? You can't always run backwards, you can't always chase a tail. Somebody call me an apple. Oh, now that's a have-to. You keep light on in a castle. I'm burning out my youth. Why do I waste my time on desires that were never mine? Why do I waste my time? All those clear days to wasted, waiting for lightning to strike. Please come through the mountain I devour you at the end of the night. Why do I waste my time on desires that were never mine? Why do I waste my time? Why do I waste my time?
Nice one. That was great.
Thanks.
That is from the 2012 single "Bad Friend," the B-side,
Yeah.
"Black Horse."
Yeah.
Why a song about a black horse?
I had a black horse friend.
Is that like a Soundgarden song?
No, a real horse.
You had a black horse friend.
She
Yeah,
used to
who's a
live
f-
with horses.
Yeah.
What was the horse's name?
Nina.
Nina. You know, I'm just curious. You decided to name the song "Black Horse," but you could have really hammered home the dedication, you know, by naming it after Nina.
He didn't want to embarrass her.
Now any black horse would be like, "Yeah, that song's about me."
They deserve it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, thanks. I that was my horse voice. Yeah.
You like
What?
horses.
So you just hung out with horses, did you?
Yeah. I lived in a like a rural suburb of Vancouver for a few years.
A rural
6
suburb.
years.
Yeah. I don't know
Interesting.
why.
You don't know why? Is that where your family lived?
No.
Well, okay. Where?
I moved there in my 20s.
Oh, like with some friends?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It
cool.
was
And-
weird. I didn't really.
But you could play music whenever you wanted in your
Yeah,
house, so
yeah.
that was cool.
Right, and at this point, your band was what was it, like 5 people or something?
This was way before.
Oh, it was
This
more
like
than
10 years ago.
10 years
more
ago.
than 10 years ago.
Right.
maybe.
Well, oh, was it? Oh, when you lived at the farm. I meant the
Yeah.
song. Sorry.
the
sorry.
song.
Oh yeah,
It was
our
5
first
people. Yeah.
7-inch.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
We had
That was the original lineup.
Jay and I are the only 2 left.
Now, why is that?
Fired them all.
We're tyrants.
Are you?
No, we sort of shifted from being like a Vancouver-based band to a touring band,
Mm-hmm.
and so some people couldn't tour,
And people
Um,
have their own
and we
projects.
amicably split.
I see. And now Jay and Jessica, I think we covered this once before, but to refresh my memory, how did you two meet?
I was a fan of Jay's previous band, and I went to those shows, and then we met at Music Waste, which is a little independent festival in Vancouver
Mm-hmm.
in June, and then we had a lot of mutual friends, and we would see each other at parties. And then one time, Jay had a lot of drinks and told me that he was going solo, and he had heard that I knew how to play piano, and so he asked me to be in his band.
I see. That's nice.
Right.
Jay, does that jive with your version of events?
Story checks out.
Story checks out. Right.
He's a big fan of getting people to commit to things that they wouldn't necessarily, that are a bit outside their comfort zone, and then like getting me to sing and play guitar and like things that I would never choose to do on my own. 'Cause
Right.
then you do it and it's fun.
Well, that's cool. That's good. So Jay is an inspiration to all.
Yeah.
He's my hero. Thanks,
Jess,
Jay.
was there ever a situation where you were slightly, let's just use the word jealous of his horse friend, Nina?
No, I've met her many times.
Oh, everything was cool?
She's lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. No, she's got beautiful hair, but
Do you still see Nina?
no, not so much anymore. But
Oh.
we see other horses. We just met a bunch of horses at the PNE They're really nice.
You just met a bunch. Did you see them or did you actually meet?
No, we like go up and when we see a horse, Jay's very good with horses as he is with all animals. So he usually if we see an animal, we will meet it and Jay will either pick it up if he can, or if it's a horse, he'll wind up scratching its butt because they like that because they can't reach back there.
Okay. All right. Well, that's really fascinating. Jay, there's a whole world of yours that I'm learning about during this that I had no idea. It's just amazing. So, okay. So the upcoming plans are more tour dates, and Energy Slime is working on a record.
It's a rock opera.
It's a rock opera.
Yeah.
What can you say beyond that? What inspired this rock opera?
Tommy.
Oh, the other rock opera. Tommy inspired your rock opera.
I just really like Tommy, and everyone made fun of me for it. And then Jarrett's shaking his head at me. As a child,
He's giving us a no-go.
I liked it a lot.
gesture.
There are embarrassing parts of it, but overall, I enjoy the psychedelicness of it.
What would you reckon are the embarrassing parts of the rock opera by the Who?
Fiddle
Tommy?
About.
Fiddle About is embarrassing.
Very.
What makes it embarrassing?
It's about.
We don't need to go.
Oh, right. Of course. Yes. It's all
about abuse.
It's all coming back to me now. Yes. Yes.
It's not about violence.
No.
But I just like it. And then Energy Slime, as a rule, has a band practice once a year where we watch Tommy. And that's how you're initiated into the band. And then I decided I really like concept albums. And so I thought a rock opera would be fun.
Right. Okay. So when does the Energy Slime rock opera, Timmy, I presume, come out?
Oh, we haven't written it yet. So.
Oh, it's just a concept.
It's a concept of a concept album.
I see. Okay. That's just the next project. But I mean, so It's Cold won't have anything. The song you played earlier, It's Cold, won't have.
It might be on there.
Okay. Which it might be the Kickstarter.
Maybe. We've got some ideas. I know vaguely what I want it to be about, so.
I noticed, Jay, you in particular have been pretty quiet during this exchange. Are you against the rock opera?
No.
You're totally in?
Yeah. I'm just a quiet person, naturally.
Okay.
I prefer to let my guitar do the talking.
I didn't understand what that meant, but okay, that seems fair. Well, why don't we do one more song? So you guys, you need to eat something.
What should we do? We could do Midnight on South Granville.
Or Crystal Ball?
Let's do South Granville.
Okay.
Yeah, Crystal Ball's too high to sing right now. Like it would.
Oh yeah.
You want to do a song
a
from
low song from J1
from the first, or rather your previous album?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
At the wrong stop, but I'll shut it off again. Like too many other things, I'm gonna go for a while and watch this hand-raised animal released into the wild. South Granville, and I feel so out of place, walking around half drunk trying to make some laundry change. Next time I'll just stay inside, losing everyone in a weird new phase. House sitter, house sitter, house sitter, house sitter.
Wow, that was really nice at the end. That was a Trent Reznor falsetto at the end.
Yeah, that was Jarrett.
That was that Jared, really?
No, just kidding.
Oh, I see. Jay Arner there and the Jay Arner Band playing live in the CFRU Vinyl Library. We're here at the University
Oh,
of
didn't
Guelph.
we came up with a name for our band? I forget though. We named ourselves last night, didn't we?
Was it God is Dead?
No, that's the name of the tour.
Okay.
Gosh. Well, never mind.
How about Jay Arner and the Vinyl Librarians?
Ooh. I would prefer if it was called Vinyls Librarians.
Okay.
Yeah, there's more than one in here.
Do you know the petition about changing the name of Vinyls to Vinyls?
No, what? No,
Josiah
Do I
Hughes
personally?
started it.
Oh, Josiah, yeah, he does stuff like that.
Yeah.
Big
No.
prankster.
He's a prankster, yeah, that's what he does. He makes fun of people. He just met James Franco, I saw.
I know. I'm going to make fun of him for that.
Yes. Well, here's a guy no one listening knows anything about. Josiah Hughes.
Read Exclaim. You'll see.
Yeah, he does lots of stuff. It's true. He's a friend of mine, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that was Midnight on South Granville from the album that is called Jay Arner, which came out in the year 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And for more information about Jay Arner and his band, the Vinyls Librarians, visit mintrex.com. And in fact, why don't you do this? Go to mintrex.com/store/J-Arner.
Whoa.
So you can buy records directly, or go to Jay's the Jay Arner Bandcamp page. Is it, and the Energy Slime Bandcamp page?
It's all on the same.
It's all on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all under the Jay Arner and stuff. This was a real pleasure. I want to thank you so much for being here and playing songs and chatting about the songs and just being you. As I think you know, I'm a tremendous fan of all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. I hope, was it fun?
It was
Yeah.
fun. It was
Okay.
fun. Radio sessions can be kind of weird sometimes, but I think this was a good one.
No, it felt weird. It was still weird, but I think it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun
Thanks.
weird, yeah. Now, is there a song from one of your records that we can go out on right now? Can someone pick one that doesn't have any swearing? Was that Nina the horse in there?
What's on J2? What's something? we can-
Like a Dracula?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Or
Oh,
Crystal.
no,
Crystal
there's
Ball.
swearing in both
oh no,
of those.
Crystal Ball has an S word. Is it?
They both have an S word in them. What about
Okay.
World of Suffering?
Yeah, that seems like a cheery note to go out on. Why don't we go with...
There's no swearing in that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. This is
All
World
right.
of Suffering from the wonderful album J2. Jay Arner and his band, thank you so much. All of you, Kate, Adrian, Jessica, thank you for being here. Jay,
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you for having
Stay
us.
tuned for Tough Age.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What?
Tough Age?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
For once in my life I should be satisfied. I'm free.
That was Jay Arner live on CFRU on the 359th episode of Creative Control, which is part of the Antica Podcast Network and is available on iTunes, Audio Boom, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, and Overcast, among many other podcast platforms. If you can't find a specific episode that you're looking for or you wish to learn more about me, please visit vishkhanna.com. You can like Creative Control on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at VishCreative, or follow me at Vishkhanna. Listen to a radio show version of Creative Control on Wednesdays at noon Eastern Standard Time around the world at CFRU.ca or on an actual radio at 93.3 FM if you're in or near Guelph. Please also visit patreon.com/Creative Control to make a flexible monthly donation to keep the podcast going. This episode would not be possible without our sponsors, Pizza Trocadero, whom you can call for pickup or delivery at 519-829-2444, or check them out at trocaderoguelph.ca. The Bookshelf, an independently owned bookstore, bar, music venue, and movie theater located at 41 Quebec Street in Guelph. Learn more about them at bookshelf.ca. Planet Bean, freshly roasted, fair trade certified organic coffee. For more info about them, visit planetbeancoffee.com. Grandad's Donuts, located at 574 James Street North in Hamilton, Ontario. Amazing donuts. Visit granddads.ca for more info about them. And to have a whole meal's worth of ingredients delivered right to your Canadian home, visit hellofresh.ca and use the promo code CREATIVE50 for 50% off your first order. And also, finally, FreshBooks, a cloud accounting software for small business owners. Try it free for 30 days. Go to freshbooks.com/creative control, and in the How Did You Hear About Us section, enter one giant word, Creative Control. That's creative with a K, control with a K. Enter that in, and you get a free trial edition of FreshBooks. 30 days, 30-day free trial, FreshBooks. It's cool. I think you'll like it. Check it out. All right, that's another episode. Thank you so much again for listening. I will talk to you very, very soon. Goodbye for now.